Hello and good evening to everyone. My name is Gal Gideon Ben Avraham. I'm a Middle East expert and commentator dealing with issues of international affairs. And I want to address you today about a very concerning phenomena in the name of democracy, in the name of oil alliance in the Middle East. How come that in the name of democracy, the West is giving legitimacy for someone that every day is speaking like the new Bin Laden of the Muslim Brotherhood, a terror organization that supports Hamas. His name is El Mufti. It means the religious leader that is the main leader in the country of Libya. His name is Asadek Al-Griani, and he also said against the West that the United Emirates and Egypt and United States and the Zionist regime will try to take down Syria and to prevent the revolution from succeeding. Like right now they have a country, like you had the Muslim Brotherhood's country in Egypt, that is a terror organization that took the government. Now Israel want to prevent those terror organizations together with the West and the Arab Gulf countries to have a country of his own. So he told them, be aware of those scams of those Arab countries and the West in Israel. Like this guy had been freed from Gaddafi from the support of the West. They liberated them. And this guy is not in jail. He's speaking in the favor of terror against the West, against Zionists. He supported Hamas. He's against the Jews. He's against Christians. He's against the Gulf countries. He is encouraging terrorists to threaten them and to hurt them. And he do it almost every week, and he has millions of fans in the Arab world that support the Muslim Brotherhood as a movement against regimes. Like this guy is making so much instability, supporting the worst terror organizations. He called for violence. He called for violence also in Egypt. He called for violence also in Tunisia, the quiet neighbor. And this guy is not in jail. And you know how many leaders you have like this that are not in jail, and in the name of democracy, and also in the name of stability to gain oil and to take it to Europe and United States, they are doing nothing to them. Like even the ISIS regime for 2.5 years had sold oil and fuel in half price to the West, to Turkey, I mean to Europe, and the West did nothing to them. Why? Because they benefit from the oil. Only after had started terror attack, then the West did something. And this thing is also happening in other places, and it's really dangerous that such leader can make such an instability in the world and continue on, and everything is fine. And even now we have the new dictator, the new sultan, that is making instability in the Balkan and in Libya, and also trying to make instability in the north of Israel, and also in West China and in Russia with the Muslims over there. What is his name? Recep Tayyip Erdogan. I want to tell him in Arabic, انت واحد ارهاب. انت ارهاب. عندك واحد مكان كبير في نار الجهنم. I want to tell him that he have a place in hell, that he's a terrorist himself. Okay? This guy is part of NATO, and he's speaking against the West. He's saying that the war in Gaza is funded by the West, and it's a call for the West to call for a war against Islam itself. Are you a part of NATO if you are saying that the West is calling for a war against Islam, you sound like Bin Laden. Are you a part of NATO? You have all the worst terrorists in your country. They have houses by millions. The leaders of Hamas, Ismail Haniyeh, Khalid Mashal, all those guys. Also, you have people from Al Qaeda, people from the Taliban at your country. And he's part of the West, part of Germany. So I'm calling to jail up, also to disconnect, and to ban all those leaders that with the wrong support of the West and freedom of speech, but not freedom of speech, it's political interest and needs. They led them to destabilize the world. Me, as an Israeli and a Jew, I call to put an end to it, and to call the West and the strong nations to be smart. There is also the guy from the Netherlands in Holland, leader, his name of the right wing, right? His name is Great Wilders, or some call him Geert Wilders. Wilders, okay? He said that Turkey should be banned out of NATO, that this guy is a terrorist. He told it about him. And it's like, it's not appropriate to say it, but this guy said the truth. Europe and Germany should disconnect from Erdogan. Thank you, Mr. Wilders from the Netherlands. We are saying thank you. That's exactly what we should do. And please, let's wake up and not support terrorists and terrorist leaders. Otherwise, we will have new problems in the world, and then they will say sorry, we didn't know, or now we are calling for a war on terror after the West supported them and lied us to us with the mind control of the Western media. Thank you very much.